Welcome to Live at the Blue Box. It's now time for This Week in Geek for... It's not the 30th, it's the 21st. May 21st, 2016. I knew the date. And let's introduce ourselves. You on the end.
Sounds good. My name is Chris Mao. I am co-owner of Blue Box Cafe and co-host of this show and many others, including Counterculture, Pop Culture Countdown, all sorts of stuff. Stuff. Give
your social media, too.
Great.
And if you don't follow them on Twitter, pull out your phones and follow on Twitter. This is your
You
big
guys
shot.
all have phones. You're all paying attention. I can be found at Blue Box Cafe or Blue Box Cafe 176 on all of the major social medias. You can find us at theblueboxcafe.com.
All right.
Amazing. My name is Lil Kanitsa. I do a podcast called the League of Geeks podcast, and that's Geeks with a Z. I also do Enough Said with Rob, where we talk about Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and other Marvel shows. Also, this show, I do a sports show called Sports Geeks. We came back last week, and
Don't worry about it.
I'm on YouTube as well. So.
What are you covering, the Super Bowl?
Yeah, that was the last time we recorded.
Seriously,
so.
that was the last time they recorded. So
yeah, technically, can you say you're on that show?
So,
I mean...
You can follow me at LOGEEKZ on Twitter, the League of Geeks on Facebook, Instagram, on YouTube. We have a YouTube show also that we're doing, so it's a lot of content for
is that on
geeky news.
UseTube?
Used tube with a D, yes.
YouTube's with a Z.
With a Z.
You.
We don't want to talk about that.
My name is Edward Lee. Okay, that wasn't
Hey,
on.
Martha.
First fail of the
Martha
night.
Southgate. Hey, how are you?
So my name is Edward Lee, host
Uh-oh.
of a few other shows, and I don't have any social
Geek
media.
Duel, yeah. All right, and I'm Rob Southgate, co-owner of Southgate Media Group, and I'm on a lot of shows, and I'm here every Saturday night, whether you like me to be here or not. You can follow me at rsouthgate or follow the company at SMG Pods, and I am ready to do this. Wait, I'm not. I got two things.
Two
Two
One
things.
and three quarters.
two.
1 and 3
Two.
quarters.
First of all, we were just in Door County, okay? When we were there, it was Dork County.
Da-dum, boom.
I got one laugh. You've been drinking, haven't you?
Hey, you know what? He's not even
and-
related to you. That's awesome.
That's right. And we found a place. It's called, I just want to shout this out because you people are Who fans. You're going to dig this. In Door County, there's a place called Made in Britain Ltd.
Nice.
He imports a lot of stuff. We walked up, there was a blow-up Dalek right in front. We're like, we found our place. We went inside, there's Beatles, there's Sherlock, there's Who. He had candy and stuff that was imported, so
Do you
it's
have anything
not like...
absolutely fabulous?
I didn't see Absolutely Fabulous in there. I'm sure he does. But he was telling me, he's really proud of the fact that he imports so much of it, and he's one of 2 places in the country that get this stuff. Amazing. So if you're there, go in and buy some Who stuff and support this guy. He's awesome. It's called Made in Britain Limited. All right. I give him a little shout out there. Oh, you can find him on Facebook too, madeinbritainlimited.com. He does, yeah, it says He does online. Madeinbritainltd.com. No Z's. All right.
What's your second thing? You said you had two things.
We'll get to it later. All right.
It's called a cliffhanger.
It's a
Yeah.
clip. That's
And
right.
nobody's at the edge of their seats for that.
That's right.
It'll be 10 o'clock. Wait,
Wait, one
back.
more thing.
Come back.
No, I finished that one on May 30th, 2016. All right. Who's going first?
Edward, Mr. Homer.
Do you want me to go
Sure,
first?
go ahead.
We're not starting with Edward's Magic Corner, are we? That's the worst.
You can start with Sausage Party.
All right, so they released another trailer of just Sausage Party, which is...
Edward's Sausage Party,
it
yes.
is. It's an amazing... Well, it's similar to the last trailer, though.
Has
Very
anybody seen the
similar.
trailer for this cartoon movie, Sausage Party?
Sausage Party.
Anybody?
It's a new Seth Rogen movie. It's not the one that you're thinking of. And, yeah, they released a new
It's an
trailer
adult
this week.
animated
trailer,
movie.
yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah. And you liked it?
I enjoyed it, yes. It's more of the same thing,
Can I-
though, from the other
what
trailer.
It is. Did you guys
What's
watch
wrong
it?
with you? No.
I thought it was pretty much the same trailer. The review I read said, some really funny new stuff. I thought I saw everything. But it is funny. I mean, there were a couple of lines that were different, but, speaking of trailers, the international trailer for Ghostbusters came out this week.
Oh,
so
yeah.
whereas...
What? No, whoa.
Whereas Sausage Party was the same, this was drastically different.
And way better.
It got a
way
boo?
better.
Who booed? Oh, no one will fess up. You booed! It's
You
all
booed?
right. You know what? It was better than the last trailer.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa.
You like it?
I didn't see it. I saw one trailer of Ghostbusters.
The
I didn't
one
like
trailer
it.
was terrible.
I didn't like it, so I'm just
Awful.
not paying attention to it.
What about you guys? What'd you think?
I thought it was fine. I have to watch it because we're reviewing it for our podcast, but it's nothing that if I wasn't reviewing it for that show that I wouldn't wait for.
Yeah, to me, it's like when it's on HBO, I'll watch it. But then again,
But hold on.
now
As a
Molly
pop-
wants to see it.
As a
and-
popcorn movie, it might not be bad.
right. Well,
For
Molly
$5,
wants to see
come on.
it, and this trailer was better.
There-
It's all the makings of a great movie.
Yeah.
It could be, yes.
Yeah, man, I know. Well, and that first trailer did a lot to damage it. This one, if you had seen this first, you might have gone, I'll give it a shot.
I read a leaked summary by somebody working at post-production.
It's tough.
The summary lines up with the trailer and what
Yeah. So I got a question. They haven't said who the original Ghostbusters are playing in it because they're in it, but they're not playing those
they're not,
characters.
they're not them.
Right.
Yeah.
it's a quick thing they're trying to appease it.
I'm calling it right now. Dan Aykroyd is that Stay Puft guy. If you look at that trailer, he looks exactly like Dan Aykroyd.
That'd be great.
Bloated, very white.
Moving
So you-
slow, large.
Yeah, right.
I don't know why you're picking on large men up here. You're outnumbered, Rob.
But I really do think that looked like Dan Aykroyd. I think that's the way they're going to go. And I actually, Slimer made me think, are they going to do Bill Murray as Slimer? That would be the lamest thing ever. I thought it was lame that Slimer was in it. Didn't you guys?
Yeah.
I mean, they should have rebooted from the ground up. It has nothing to do with it being a female cast. That's the thing that's been the controversy. That's a big pile of garbage. Who cares? The cast is fine. This movie looks terrible.
Yeah, it is.
The ghosts all look the same. They just look like the person standing in a blue light.
Yeah.
That is lame.
Yeah. Although, I'm still going to see it.
I have to see it, so yeah.
Edward, are you going to see it?
Well, having to see it.
I don't know. I probably won't.
What about a double feature with Sausage Party?
No.
The wrong idea by giving them their money.
There you go. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, even
Yeah, but see, that's
even
the
if it gets a lot
problem.
of money, if there's a bunch of bad reviews, they're not going to try to make another.
That's not
Well,
true because Ninja Turtles, the first one,
Awful.
had tons of
Sure.
bad reviews, made some money, and is getting a sequel. All the Transformers movies made billions of dollars, terrible reviews,
Right.
got sequels.
Right.
True. We'll probably make another Fantastic Four movie.
The Transformers is like, they're printing money. Here,
Right.
let me put Optimus Prime on the screen and give me $1 billion.
And,
Thank
and,
you.
I don't know what the budget is for this movie, and if it's low enough that they actually make some money with the international box office and everything, you're going to see sequels.
Well, no, you are going to see sequels, and I'll tell you why. There are lots of rumors floating around about multiple projects involving Ghostbusters. This is not the only one simmering out there. If this one fails, the problem is with what you said, where we're voting with our dollar. Because of the way they have handled this, if we don't see this, they're going to say, oh, it's because it was a female cast. Not because they screwed up this movie. So they'll give us another Ghostbusters with an all-male cast, and they missed the point. That's where the problem is. Yeah. Although I got to say, both times, whatever the one girl that, Patty, she's not funny in the first one when she's like, the power of Patty compels you. In this one, when she does the belly flop, she's like, I don't know if it's a race thing or a woman thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
these are jokes that are so stale. Why is she not a scientist? She's the street smart. I know.
It would be great
Welcome
if
to
Kristen,
Ghostbusters Talk
okay, so we
2016.
we can't call that out like that because Winston in the original was in a similar boat.
Right.
He wasn't the
But-
scientist.
Right, but the reason we can call it out is
Was everybody-
they took the African American character and made them the street smart one. It's obvious, and if that's not their intention, they should have stepped back from it when they were writing the script and gone, maybe we shouldn't make this character this. How about the
I
one
don't
little
look at
blonde
that.
one
What if
that
they
does the
brought-
thing with her tongue the whole time? Make her the one that works in the
Right.
thing. Why not?
Make
She's got her
Kristen
tongue out
Wiig
through
the
the whole
street
trailer.
smart
Have you
one.
guys
That would be
noticed
great. I think that would be
Have you
good.
guys noticed that?
I mean,
She's
I
got
don't
her
know
tongue
why.
out in
I don't
every
know
shot.
why I'm defending this movie, but
Somehow you become the poster
I
boy
know
for the
what
Ghostbusters.
happened here. Like, I don't want to see this.
It's not being sexist, but girl power and hey, that guy's hot. Let's hire him.
No kidding. And then they have
Well, he-
Thor.
hold on,
and they're
he-
doing
but
hold on.
it's Chris Hemsworth.
He
I'm
is hot.
sorry. Like,
He
I
is
don't
hot.
care
I
what
would
you
hire him
say.
too.
Yeah.
I'd hire him too.
Well, yeah.
Who would?
Yeah.
Anybody have a business would hire him.
Nathan fired. Hemsworth in.
Yep. Chris Hemsworth. Yep, that's it. Sorry.
Yeah, the first trailer, the only reason they mentioned the original Thor Ghostbusters, it's just a quick, let's throw a Band-Aid on it. Right?
Yeah, right.
Dude,
Well,
hold
that
on.
was a mistake, too. They weren't supposed to put that because that was what we talked about this a couple weeks ago. Melissa McCarthy was on a show, and she said, when she saw that trailer, she goes, there was no 30 years ago them doing anything. Why was that even in the trailer? Like, it made no sense to her. All right, let's move on.
How do we do 10 minutes on that pile of
I don't
steaming
know.
garbage?
Because Lil defended it and was like, pro Ghostbusters.
I am not pro Ghostbusters.
Why don't they
that's
go
all
back
right.
Who you
and
gonna
do the
call?
original one that had the two guys with the monkey? You know, remember that show? That Ghostbusters? Let's redo that.
Shut up.
No,
All right.
let's
Stop.
not.
Stop
All right,
now.
can we move on?
Stop now,
Yes.
please.
Why not do reboots of like older films in the 30s and 40s?
Sure.
Films nobody's around to really remember. Redo those.
Yeah, my parents aren't here tonight, so nobody remembers them. Shot to my parents.
I'm telling them the next time I see them.
What, Benny Goodman?
They won't be
Hour? Is it-
surprised.
What are we going to bring
Right.
that
Yeah,
back?
right.
They know his son.
Hey, let's talk about something else.
Yes. You guys got
DC
one?
films.
All right. Yeah.
This is
Jeff-
big. This is big stuff.
I think
It's
this
gonna
is
be another
big.
hour-long
So-
discussion.
This is.
you
No,
know-
please, go ahead.
Okay, so
Jump in,
DC.
Mr. Marvel.
I know.
Mr. Marvel,
I know
please.
so much about this. So DC, because of the fallout from Batman v Superman, has restructured. Warner Brothers and DC has restructured their executive positions. So Jeff Johns, who, if you don't know, he's a terrific writer, has written some great books for DC. He has been a big part of the DC television universe. He's been a part of the Flash and Arrow and all those shows that are on right now that are doing very well. He has now gotten that lead position for the DC films universe. And the thing is people are like, well, what
But, and wasn't it supposed to be Zack Snyder?
It was
Wasn't he
considered
kind-
to be Zack Snyder,
He
but
was
Zack
like
Snyder,
the Joss Whedon of that, but
right? And he
Oh,
has
he screwed up.
He's no Joss Whedon.
no, he's
No.
not. But the cool thing here
or
about
Josh Whedon, according to Jack.
Josh, yes. But the cool thing here about having Jeff Johns do this is, people don't know that he has a history in movies. He was one of the producers who was part of the original X-Men films. He actually, with Richard Donner, he was his
guy.
his
Right.
executive guy.
Right.
And Kevin Feige, who's head of Marvel, was Laura Schumer, his wife's guy.
Right.
So they all worked together to do the original X-Men and X-Men
Yeah.
2. So they all know each other, and it's kind of cool that you have somebody who has a vision of that. And the one big statement that came out was that he wants to bring optimism and fun back to the DC universe where
Right.
it belongs.
So I'm looking
Yeah.
for an orange and green suited Aquaman riding on a giant seahorse.
I don't think we're getting that, but I think
would be
I think
awesome.
you're going to see some tone
Bleep and the
Tone
and the
shifts.
Wonder Twins.
tone shifts going forward on these movies.
That wouldn't be bad. Well, I think it's good that they did it because I think we've talked about it on our show that they need direction, and that's good. And I think they're going to put their faith in Affleck, which is a good. I think it's a good move because
Good insurance,
Number one,
yeah.
he's a hell of a director, and I thought his Batman was really good. I don't know how
I
you
did
guys
too.
thought. I thought he did a good job.
His Batman was fine. I don't know about really good yet. There wasn't enough of it.
Well, he didn't direct
you
it, but yeah.
you get a 10-minute montage of him working out. You don't need that in that movie. You get him just grunting the whole time.
Well, that's not
He
him.
was
That's
fine.
Snyder.
No, well, it's
No, wait.
exactly,
You're
the
confusing
direction
this
of
with
the writing.
Footloose. That was. Oh, no, I got it. Okay.
Is this the physical video? from
Yes.
Olivia
Physical.
Newton-John?
I,
I think one of the big problems with superhero movies nowadays is the major villain, where you go into the backstory and he's doing all these things, and at the end of the movie, he's dead. It's just that's
Right. Well, they either kill him
But
or they
not
make
all-
it so obvious.
Not all of them. Everybody
that's
says
always
that
the
they
trick.
kill
Right.
them all, but they don't kill them all. I mean,
Dark Knight,
we
they
just
didn't kill
saw. Spoiler alert! It made $1 billion. I'm spoiling it, but I mean, Zemo didn't die. Tony
No.
Stark was the villain in Civil War, technically.
Right.
Yeah.
You look at the Red Skull in Captain America, the first one. He didn't die. People think he died. He didn't die.
Right. Why are you looking at
Yeah.
me? I'm with you on this.
Well, there's a camera right there. So there are a lot of there's some where the villain just died. Loki's
Have you noticed
still
I can only
alive.
fit 3 of us on this camera
Hold
at
on,
once?
but Loki,
We're the biggest podcast in the
I'm as big as
world.
two.
Loki was a villain, but
The actor that this is going to be his last appearances.
Well, he says it because his contract's up.
Right.
But they'll bring him back if they want him. Plus, on top of that, Tom
When
Hiddleston-
that truck starts going beep, beep, beep,
Right,
and
and
gold
then-
bars fall out of the back, he'll be back.
And we also got rumors now that Tom Hiddleston's up for James Bond because Daniel Craig
Right.
turned down, $65 million.
Right, he's got better things to do.
Like,
I don't know.
not do Bond
Sausage
anymore.
Be a
Party too.
stormtrooper? I don't know. To be another
Hey,
He's gonna be the meat in the
he can do
next
cameos in
Ghostbusters.
Star Wars. That's all.
Yeah, cameo. That's better
Cameos
than
in
being
Star
James
Wars.
Bond.
You'd be okay.
So
But this whole DC thing is interesting because in the statement they're talking about how the tonal shift and everything. I thought that was all great. That was right. But one of the things that DC said in their statement was, this is not a reactionary move. This has been in development for a while.
Yeah.
I call garbage.
But
I almost
can't-
called it something else.
They can't say, "Oh, our
No,
bad."
they can.
They're not going to
they
say
can
it.
say they can say we were proud of the first film. We're proud of what's coming forth. We're looking at, now that we're seeing the successes, we're looking at altering the direction and lightening things up a little bit. There is nothing wrong with saying that. That is not spin, that's honesty, and that would actually work. What they're doing reeks of spin. So,
It always
which
does.
it is.
and it is.
If the Batman vs Superman movie was actually good, they wouldn't be doing this. They would
Right.
continue with who they
Right.
have.
Right. Yeah, they got killed by Civil War, and they learned a lesson. It's the same reason they're going back and doing reshoots on Suicide Squad,
Hold on.
because they know they have to. People saw the movie. They said all the humor in the trailer is not in the movie. The tone of the trailer does not match the movie at all. It's more like
Yeah,
Batman,
so-
Superman. So they went back
I know.
and they're doing reshoots to lighten it up, to make it a little funnier,
Well, I
to
understand
draw
that.
you in. Okay, they need to do that across the board. They don't need to make it Marvel funny, because Marvel can actually be very funny.
Oh, yeah,
but they
well,
got to
we know
lighten the mood here,
We know
Larry.
that, that's
And
it.
they also
It's Tony
have got to
Stark.
get a better ending. They need to hire somebody that can do something better than, why'd you say that name? Because that was the dumbest thing ever. Dumb. Okay, let me get off my soapbox here.
Mark my words.
Martha.
Mark my words.
Mark my words.
All right, I got more comic book. I love comic book superhero movies, and that's my thing. So,
Are we on to something else?
Thor Ragnarok.
Now we're,
Hey, are we
and now
talking
we
about
shift to
Marvel stuff?
Yeah, we're
Wow.
talking about Marvel stuff. Thor Ragnarok cast Carl Urban and Jeff Goldblum,
This is all good news.
Kate Blanchett,
This is
and
all
I
good
forgot
news.
the other Tessa Thompson, who was in Creed.
Yeah.
I didn't
She's
see
going to be
Creed.
Valkyrie.
Fantastic.
Creed's
Fantastic.
a fantastic
Is Lady
movie.
Sif going to be in this one? Because
Yes,
I'm a
Lady
big
Sif-
fan of
What
Sif.
was
She has come back. Lady Sif has come back.
She was the girlfriend in Creed.
She was the girlfriend
Yeah.
in Creed. She's playing Valkyrie. Jeff Goldblum is playing the Game Master. So who's seen Guardians of the Galaxy? All right,
I don't know
you
what
guys
this movie
remember
is. What is
you
it?
guys remember the Collector? He has a brother called the Game Master. So a lot of people don't know who he is.
Are we going to get both
And-
of them? That would be
Well, that's
fantastic.
the thing. He's considered one of the elders of the universe.
Right.
And they're brothers. And like the Game Master, he's really like into games. Like he'll try to.
What an ironic name. I didn't know that.
Right, exactly. He's like Edward here playing with his Pokemon cards.
Edward's not a Pokemon
Pokemon.
guy.
I
He's
don't know.
Magic.
0 for 2. That's awful. Pay attention. You know he plays Yu-Gi-Oh.
I don't know what he plays.
I just
Magic.
give up.
No, he plays Magic.
And
William plays
also, and
Pokemon.
also, Kate Blanchett will be playing a character they're calling Hela. She's basically death.
Awesome. Yeah.
So she will be death in the movie, which is awesome. And this is a big part of this movie ties into Thanos and the Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yes.
which is awesome.
It's
so
not going to
excited.
be the Ragnarok story necessarily, but there are elements being put in here that match up to the Ragnarok
Right.
story. So this could be really good.
You didn't mention somebody
Jeff
that's gonna be
Goldblum,
in there.
I'm in.
See, I don't
Oh,
mind if the movie is
Hulk?
different
Hulk.
from what the stories in the comics
Yeah.
like.
Right.
The Civil War.
Civil War was different.
totally different, but the movie was amazing.
Right.
Which is probably what this Ragnarok movie is going to be. It's not going to be. It could be, but it's not going to follow the comic story
Right, exactly.
all the way through. It might have some hints to it, but it's not going to be.
Go around to Chris and tell him.
We spend years, millions of dollars on steady cam technology and the shitty cam every time.
Yeah. Okay.
And SpiderMan is annoying, man.
Okay.
No.
How
I-
dare you?
Fighting words, man. Spider-Man
You know what?
was one of the best things I've ever seen.
You had geek cred with that Ghostbusters thing. You're in trouble now. How dare you? Me.
Me? Am I too loud?
Who?
I'm too loud.
1 and 3, please. And me, 2 and 4.
Spider-Man was awesome.
And turn Edward off, would you?
Okay.
Awesome.
So
See, the thing is, everyone's gonna hate me. Just I didn't.
But
what?
that's how he is in the
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
think
like,
so.
I didn't like
Is
Spider-Man.
it better, guys?
You can hate me. I just didn't like Spider-Man. It just.
you didn't like
No,
Spider-Man?
I did not. I did not
Should we
like
do the
Spider-Man.
Malachi Crunch and squish him
What's,
here?
what is
I'm
wrong
leaving
with
the
you?
show. I'm done. I can't sit next to you.
That was an
Drop the-
old guy
drop the mic.
joke. Only
Also,
Chris and I got
I've
that
never
one.
really liked Spider-Man, but for some reason I just didn't like this guy. He just
Oh,
annoyed
I-
me and.
I thought Tom Holland played the best Peter Parker.
All right, things are getting ugly up here. So
Uglier.
uglier, yeah. If you look at Meerkat right now, they're saying it can't get uglier. All right, we talked about Transformers. I'm shifting gears.
Did we talk about Transformers?
Well, it was mentioned.
More than meets
The
the
name for the 5th movie was dropped.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Last Night.
Yeah.
eye. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's take a
The
quick
thing is-
instant poll.
They did a teaser to announce production
Right.
Yeah.
of the movie starting
And Mark
in June.
Wahlberg is in it, thank God. So let's
And it
take
made a lot of
poll.
noise, too. It was very
Hands
loud.
up if you care. Okay, so there we go.
See, but that doesn't make sense because the last one made $1 billion.
And here's
Like,
the
there's
thing,
nobody-
I don't care,
well-
but I saw that last stupid
See-
movie, and I didn't want to see it, and I still saw it.
You saw because they had Dinobots.
No, I saw it
That was
because I was
bad.
at a drive-in, and it was on the drive-in bill, and I was like,
And he's
oh,
too
I'll check
cheap
it
to
out.
leave.
Yeah. He's like, I paid $3.
And Volo Auto Museum had Bumblebee there, so I got to go get my picture taken in Bumblebee. Of course I went to that.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's not a real Bumblebee. It's not a VW
No, it was
bug.
it was a movie one.
I know, but I want a VW bug Bumblebee.
Yeah.
That's my Bumblebee.
Yeah,
That's
Rob.
my Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rob.
Rob.
Right.
It's called product placement.
Right. Well, it's why these movies make hand over fist.
Did they ever
because
do a
Chevy
Transformer
pays
that
in
was
for it?
Was there ever a Transformer that was a Yugo?
There should be.
That would be awesome.
It was
I
called
like
Trash
it transforms and then explodes just because.
Don't make fun of the one vehicle that my country made.
Your
Why
country
not?
made the Yugo?
Yeah, my family's from Yugoslavia or former Yugoslavia.
I thought you were Dutch.
Yes, I'm Dutch.
I
He's
always
Irish.
get confused.
Irish. What are you
You're
talking
Irish,
about?
yeah. A Transformer
Oh, it
gremlin would
explodes.
be amazing.
You hit it in the back and
It just
explodes.
blows up.
My dad had a gremlin. Yeah, how weird is that? He had a gremlin and
Green?
a Corvette.
Was it green?
My dad had issues.
All right, what do you got, Edward?
What do you got, Edward?
So, Shane Black, the director of Iron Man 3,
Did I tell this story already?
did you? I have no idea. So,
Go ahead.
He released in an interview that there was an early script of Iron Man 3 where there's going to be a woman as a villain. And that got canceled because they thought that toys wouldn't sell as well as a female villain as a male villain. So they had to switch the story completely to fit in a male villain and
You know why I think I told this
Male
story?
characters.
I just told this story in the car to my wife and daughter. So we just talked about this.
That's great for the podcast.
Yeah, I know. So
They recorded the conversation
Here's-
that's going on
here's
as a
the
separate
deal.
podcast.
so it's saying
Robbed a
that
car with people.
it's annoying because
I like that idea.
the
Let's do it.
script was
Edward's ignoring
only
me.
changed because of the toy company. I always ignore you. It's,
Edward's
Yeah, but you know what?
Forging ahead.
Hold on. I've
I've
read
learned
more
to do
about
that.
this. Here's an interesting point here. One of the reasons that happened, the people that said that, it was not, people are going to throw stones at Disney on this. It wasn't Disney, it was the Marvel side that said it. And what they're saying is that Marvel collective that they separated from and put Feige in charge, they were the ones that were behind this saying the toys won't sell, the books won't sell if they're female-centric.
I mean, they
Disney
had-
is the one saying Feige's in charge. Now Feige all of a sudden is out there saying, where's this Black Widow movie? We need to start doing this stuff right. That's where this is changing.
I mean, didn't that happen with Guardians of the Galaxy? All of the toys, there weren't a lot of.
They didn't have Gamora, right.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's still the same company of.
I'm a
just-
raccoonist. I
they
didn't
don't
really
want it.
need to have Rocket in it. That was offensive to me. I'm kidding. I love Rocket. I'm teasing.
Up.
Did you get
To the
fished
right.
in on one of my
Just like
jokes?
happened.
Did you get fished in on one of my jokes? Did you think I really didn't like raccoons? I love Rocket Raccoon. He doesn't like it, though. So send your hate mail to Edward Lee.
Edward Lee at edwardlee.com.
I'm not even
So,
denying it anymore.
What did you think about this? Do we know what villain it was?
Well, it was
No.
going to be Rebecca Hall. Like,
Oh, yeah.
the character in the movie who was bad, who was working with the man.
Oh, she was gonna be the
'cause,
main villain.
In the original comic storyline, she kind of was a villain.
Right.
But here's the thing. I'm not saying... I think everybody's taking it out of context. And I think Shane Black, because he had a bad dealing with Marvel, is kind
Right.
of throwing kind of dirt at their
Yeah.
excitement now. I think here you got to look at a broad perspective on this. And I have two daughters who I love, and they love superheroes, and I got them geeked out on everything. If you have Iron Man punching a woman, what's everybody going to say about that? If she has superpowers, people are going to be like, it's different when you watch Black Widow as a hero fighting the bad guys.
Sure.
You root against the bad guys.
Sure.
We're supposed to root for Iron Man, so we don't always want to see a female. Like, even
I want to see one where he's punching
even when you
babies.
saw,
I think that'd be an awesome.
and
He kicks a puppy
even-
and punches
and
a baby.
puppies. Puppies and babies.
Exactly.
Really great.
But you saw in Guardians of the Galaxy when
The
they had
Hulkbuster.
Gamora fighting Nebula. Thank
Yeah.
you.
That was awesome.
It was Gamora fighting Nebula. You didn't really see Star-Lord coming in there and taking back.
I think she was really fighting Amy Pond.
Number
That's just
one,
me.
Star-Lord get his butt kicked.
Yeah, he would. Karen
Oh, yeah.
Gillian
Totally.
But you know what? I agree with you, Alil. I think that from a logical standpoint, that makes a lot of sense.
Well,
I
that's
think
saying-
from the toy standpoint, it also makes sense because I know that happens. And
and it does happen because I have
reading
girls and they wanted Gamora stuff and I couldn't find anything.
Reading that inside story, though, that it could have been this collective, it
Right.
makes a lot of sense. Shane Black wasn't saying that. He was trying to throw Marvel under the
Exactly.
bus.
That's what he wanted. He's like, oh, they didn't want a girl there. It's like,
Because one
no,
of the-
that's not why.
Yeah.
One
You
of
know?
the things he does say is,
And they tried to do Pepper as an Iron Man. In
Right,
that.
and they
Right.
gave
Oh, yeah.
Pepper a lot of that. And I like that they gave her superpowers and like she actually took out
Right.
Yes.
the bad guy at the end.
It-
And
it-
she
hold
saved
on.
Tony.
And there'd be a big difference if you're in a suit or in a tank or in a plane, or if like you were in a suit and got beat up. It'd be a lot different than you see it like without
Right.
that outfit.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
there would be a big difference in that, and you could deal with that. You
Right.
could deal with seeing that.
And because like I
Yeah.
just like I said, I'm coming from a parent who has
Yeah, you don't want
daughters.
that out there.
I didn't want that out there. My girls love these superhero movies.
Sure.
Sure.
And I just think I like that they had Rebecca Hall there.
Well,
and
same
she
thing
was
with Molly.
bad.
I mean, she doesn't need to see. The only time you see a female character kicking butt is a villain getting her butt kicked.
Right.
That's
Right.
She doesn't need to see that.
No.
At least not at this stage.
Right.
Let's get further in before we get some
and,
of
and
that.
like
But
now,
punching
I mean,
babies.
they have women. They have female characters now. My daughters love Black Widow and Scarlet Witch. That's who they want to be.
Right.
They play Avengers at home, and that's the two girls. And my son gets to put on 5 different other masks because they don't want to do it. They want to be anybody else.
All right.
It's good to be.
Of course, he has
good
to
be
fight a
yourself.
wolf. For
They're
the mask.
lucky.
Yeah.
They're lucky I'm their dad because I buy them everything. Like it don't
The
matter.
masks are all sweaty. They have
How-
like his beard hair in it. They're like, Dad,
It's like I was playing with myself.
I'm going to be gross.
It's just
I'm
a
gonna
little.
be Iron Man.
Ron, it's a
again.
little mask. A little
Have you ever
space.
seen
It's
my-
great.
You see my face?
You want follow Lil on Instagram? He does put pictures of him at toy stores with the masks on.
Yes.
I
It's
do.
like-
You can see my double
Like
double
his
chins
whole
hanging out.
face is coming around. It's like it's eating the mask. He's
It's
like
pretty
that
funny.
guy in Dick Tracy. Remember the guy with the little face?
Yeah.
That's what it looks like when a Lil puts a mask on.
Ooh,
It's
pig-
awesome.
Pig face or
Big face? No, I knew a guy whose girlfriend had a big face. We called her Big
nice.
Face.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
So,
Hey,
all
did
right.
you see who's throwing their name in to play Cable?
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
so
Lots of people actually.
Well, no, yeah, but Ron Perlman is like all over Instagram saying,
I'm for
I want
it.
to be Cable. I'm for it. And his response is, I've got the right hair. That's his response.
You know what?
true,
you know
though.
what's funny?
It is true. It's awesome.
The picture of him just standing there, it wasn't a publicity shot or anything. It's just him standing there. I'm like, that's Cable.
Yeah,
like,
it is
he is
Cable.
just put the glowing eye, and it's like
Hold on.
perfect.
But Stephen Lang isn't? Come on.
He is too.
But Stephen Lang is like 5'5", isn't he? Isn't he really short?
I don't know.
I
The
think
dude's
he's pretty
built.
short. Like
He's mean.
Dolph Lundgren.
But isn't
wants to
Cable
do
kinda
And
short?
he's 6'8".
No,
Cable's not,
Cable's
no.
like a giant.
Yeah.
Is he?
Cable's the man that's tall, muscular.
Can't compete with
He is-
DirecTV.
Well, I know who he is. I thought he
He
was
is-
shorter.
Yeah, you get closer.
Who?
He is like
Stephen
a
Lang
god in that
or
universe.
Cable.
Cable.
Stephen Lang will never be Cable.
No.
He's too short. Hey, there's WGN News coming back.
I think Ron Perlman won't because he's no offense, but I think he's too old for them to invest in him.
That's what they were
true.
saying is that
Yeah.
they think that it's going to be someone younger.
Even though Cable has to be older, they want 10 years out of him as Cable.
It's going to be Edward?
Well, yeah.
He did grow a few inches.
Well, Ron Perlman's pushing 60.
Yeah.
Stephen Lang's pushing 60. Dolph Lundgren's mid-50s probably, if not 60.
Yeah, but Dolph Lundgren can destroy anybody.
he was
like,
the
he's
Masters of the
still-
Universe. He was the Master of the
He was
Universe.
He-Man.
I would
He was
like to see
He-Man
Dolph
with the
in this.
Punisher.
I will break you. He was
We'll see.
Steven Seagal is going to play Cable.
no Van Damme.
Van Damme.
I'm in.
Twice the Van
Have
Damme.
you seen Welcome to the Jungle, the Van Damme movie? It's on Netflix. It is awful.
amazing?
It is
Oh, it's
awful
horrible.
but amazing
No,
at the
it's
same time.
It's
Does he
so
do the
bad
Van
it's
Damme
great.
splits?
I love it.
Does he do the splits?
I can't remember. But it was good.
Doesn't that move seem vulnerable to you?
Not when you're Van Damme.
Like if you're fighting and you do the Van Damme splits, it seems like you're wide open.
Twice the Van Damage. That's the best tagline ever in a movie.
All
It's
right,
true.
I'm moving on.
Let's watch Double Impact.
I have one. So
Dennis Rodman.
I was waiting. Go ahead.
there's going to be a trilogy. We talked about this before. There's going to be a trilogy of arcade movies. So they released the first one is going to be a $80 million budget Tetris movie.
What?
Wait a minute. I think you read it wrong. Or maybe I read it wrong. It's not a trilogy of video game-based movies. There are different ones being made. They're making Space Invaders. They're making Missile
Missile
Command.
Centipede.
Hold on. And they're
But
making
this is
Fruit
a
Ninja too.
trilogy of
Fruit Ninja would be an amazing
Tetris
movie.
movies.
That would
No, it's
be
gonna-
worse.
Centipede is.
Man.
Didn't we see Pixels?
Yeah.
I didn't,
told you
but-
about
I didn't.
Pixels.
Yeah.
It's your guys in there.
Your
bread and butter.
heroes are in there.
Yeah. Did you see that piece of junk has a TV show? What is it? Something about Kevin. It's Kevin Jones or whatever his name is.
Kevin James,
Yeah,
you know
me
who it
too.
is. You love him.
No, it's.
You're just mad
I
because
think it's
he
called
stole
like
all your
Kevin
roles in
Scent.
Hollywood.
I think it's called like Kevin Scent or something. Ah,
It's bad. Yes.
terrible.
If anybody knows anything about Rob, he hates Kevin James because
he's
he
not
stole
funny.
all his roles that he wanted in Hollywood.
You know who's funnier than him? Louis Anderson. That's
I-
how
I-
bad.
What do
he
you
is.
mean?
I saw Louis Anderson live at the Improv at Woodfield a couple years ago. Great show.
I bet it was.
He's got good stand-up.
Great
going, so-
show.
Hey, Doctor Who. Dress all right.
So, Rob,
People
you're
dressing
correct.
up.
It is a trilogy of Tetris movies.
Mark my words.
A trilogy of
It's gonna be-
Tetris
so It's going to be an
movies.
$80 million
It's
budget
a trilogy of
for
Tetris movies.
just the first movie.
What? What are they going to do?
This can't be good. This can't be good.
I think it'll be amazing.
no.
You see blocks just forming. I don't know what they're going to do.
90
And
minutes
Chris,
of that?
you're
That's
right.
great.
They've announced a Fruit Ninja movie. If there's any property that has less story than Tetris, it might
Gallagher.
be Fruit
Gallagher
Ninja.
was Fruit Ninja for 20 years.
If they get Gallagher to do a cameo,
That would be
they are
great.
going to get everything I have. I will buy that on Blu-ray,
See, they
which
can
is sadly everything
No,
I have.
no, you
They
won't.
can do a Fruit Ninja movie.
Don't lie.
By just having,
No, I would. I would go see that.
They could do a Fruit Ninja movie just by his like training as cutting fruits with a sword, and they can do a whole different story. But what are they going to?
Then it turns into
doing?
Kill Bill, but like she wipes
Yeah.
the kiwi off the blade.
It's a ninja who loves fruit. That's
Yeah.
all that they need to do.
No,
All
it's
right.
a ninja who is a
So-
fruit.
That could be Steven Seagal.
no.
Steven Seagal, Fruit Ninja.
Crispin Glover.
Fruit Ninja, Crispin Glover.
Crispin
I like
Glover is
all
a
of
Fruit
these
Ninja.
suggestions. As long as Gallagher's in it. Now that I know that, I
And
can't
Charlie's
forget it.
Angels. Lucy
Who?
Liu.
And Charlie Sheen. Just
You know
keep
what?
naming stuff.
Is he dead yet? We can't. My mom's not here. We can't ask.
Sharknado.
That's what they should do. Make Fruit Ninja like Sharknado.
You know what?
That'd
With
be awesome.
Gallagher, I am completely in. Then I will actually pay money to see that.
Yes, maybe. Not
All right,
so.
now I've been holding one here.
Come
I wanna
on,
get
let's
it
go.
out.
Talk. Don't let
Because
Edward
you and I
steal
are
stuff.
going to freak out.
So should I
in
turn my mic off?
conversation. Kevin Smith has announced that he is working on a Buckaroo Banzai TV show.
Awesome.
Here's what he said. It's the first season is going to follow the movie. So he's basically remaking the movie just like Robert Rodriguez did with From Dusk Till Dawn.
Yes.
Second season is Buckaroo Banzai versus the World Crime Organization, which was if you watch the movie at the very end, a thing comes up and says, Buckaroo Banzai will return to fight the World Crime Organization. That's what it is.
Is Danny Trejo going to be in it? That's all I have to ask.
I hope.
I hope.
So I love Buckaroo Banzai. I don't know about you guys. You
you
don't
not
know what
like
it
it?
is. You probably don't. You
Oh.
probably love it.
Oh, you kidding me?
I don't know if Kevin Smith's the guy for this.
Why not?
I saw that trailer
He's
for Yoga
wacky enough-
Hosers. That is so bad.
Right, but
yeah, but if this turns into,
Yoga
Jason Mewes
Hosers-
Snoochie in it, that's not
You know what?
Buckaroo
You know what though?
Banzai.
But he just directed an episode of The Flash,
Yeah.
and it was one of the best episodes.
I haven't seen it yet.
This season of The Flash.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give any spoilers. I'm just saying, like, he did a great
Does
job.
he
with
run
it.
fast in it?
I think yes.
Spoiler.
The Flash runs really fast in it.
wow. Get out of here.
But I think if he's got a studio backing and stuff like that, when he makes his movies like Yoga Hosers and all these other ones, he's making them for himself on a really, really shoestring budget.
But when he made one for the studio, it was cop out.
Yes, and he got into a fight with Bruce Willis.
It was terrible.
right.
That was
Hold
more
on.
than the
Hold
fight
on.
with Bruce
it's
Willis.
Bruce
That was
Willis
terrible.
and Tracy Morgan. Please.
That was terrible.
And Morgan wasn't
Studio
bad.
would've-
I know.
Well, I mean, I'm just
The
saying.
problem
like,
is, like with the Flash, he's walking into a situation where they already have a thing worked out. They have a program. Basically, as a director for a show like that, you're walking in and you're going, I'm going to put my touch on this, but they're really running on autopilot. That's really how it works. This would be him starting it from nowhere. I'm a little nervous about that. Now, as an executive producer, I'm not as nervous. I liked the show Reaper a lot that he was an executive producer on. Anybody see Reaper? You did, because we watched it together. Reaper is really good. You should check it out. It's got Sam something. What's his name? He played the devil. Who cares? All right. But I'm telling
Sam
you,
Raimi?
This is
as
great
an executive
podcasting.
producer, really good.
Terrific.
Starting a show, I don't
Well,
know.
if
I would
they're- hold
almost
on.
rather see
Hold on.
Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg
If they're
do
gonna,
this.
If they're going to follow the movie, he's already got the template. He'll put his twist on it, and he loves that movie. He's not going to F it up.
I
don't
hope
think.
so, because I like Kevin Smith, and I'm a Buckaroo Banzai fan. Make it so.
Although
want
I
it to
got parts,
happen.
John Big Booty, and we'll be
John
in.
Big Booty.
You can hire
You think
me.
they'll get
Fantastic.
Lithgow back?
You hire me
Get
cheap.
Lithgow. They don't need to get
Oh,
any of the
Lithgow was
others.
Lithgow was great.
Although I would
So
love
was
to see
Christopher
Jeff
Lloyd.
Goldblum and everybody else.
It,
So you guys don't care, though. Edward went silent.
Nope.
He's in his special place
I
now.
have no idea.
come on, Bucker. That movie is so bad, it's awesome.
Oh, it's
It is
incredible.
so great.
Yeah, and it's primed to be a TV show.
Hold on.
This makes
it's
sense.
Big Trouble in Little China bad, and that's what makes it so good.
Yeah,
I might have to check it out.
it's amazing.
Nope.
Lithgow-
If you're
Lithgow-
comparing it to Big Trouble in Little China, I might have to check
Lithgow
it
is
out.
on like acid. He is
And-
like out of his mind. He's
And
great.
what's his name is in it?
Lozano.
Jeff Goldblum's in it, but who's the one?
Christopher Lloyd's in it.
Christopher Lloyd.
Yes.
Marty. Yeah, he's
yeah,
in it.
he's in. No,
I'm
he's
John Big Booty.
yeah.
See, I even did that
And
impression.
who's the creepy dude with the eyes?
See, you liked it. That was right.
They have a lot of great character actors in it. So
Yes. All right, who's
Hey,
got one?
It was a big week for Star Trek this week. A couple of
yeah.
couple
Yeah, it
of
was.
big things. Number one, they did like a teaser. Now they haven't been in production yet, but they teased the logo and teased the series, which looked really good at the CBS thing. They had
You know what? It's interesting. It said new crews, new stories, new aliens.
Yeah, new
There
villains.
is a rumor, because not much is known about this show. There's a rumor that this is an anthology, that this is not like the Enterprise.
right.
And that the way that played, where it said new crews and everything, it kind of lends to that. So this could be interesting.
Right.
Which means I'm not watching it. The pilot will be on CBS, and then you have to pay to watch the show.
Yeah.
So I pay for enough things. I don't need to pay for CBS. I'm not going to.
No, but we'll see. And if they get enough backlash when it folds, we'll get it.
Yeah,
Hopefully, get
I mean,
it back.
we'll get it
So-
eventually.
or hopefully it'll be on Netflix,
Right.
which is my favorite.
Yeah.
But in addition to that Star Trek news, J.J. Abrams did an interview where he said that Paramount has announced that they're going to drop
Yes.
the lawsuit against Axanar and let them continue.
Which is
do- awesome.
Huge news.
Yeah.
Well, it piggybacks on you heard the claim that in court they said that Paramount could not trademark Klingons.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
No, so there was a ruling in court that somebody used the word Klingons. Paramount sued them to cease and desist. The judge said, you can't. That's part of the local. That's part of the verbiage of America. You do not
Wow.
trademark Klingons. So I think they're relenting a little bit on the Axanar thing.
Well, the other
Okay.
thing is, by them not making it go all the way to court and like getting a ruling, it does give them a little wiggle room. If there had been a ruling against them,
Right.
that would have opened the floodgates.
Sure.
All these fan films, they could have done whatever they wanted. Now, there's still a question, but
So do you think
If you're doing something for under $1 million, you get $500,000. You have a lot better shot of making a homebrew Doctor Who show for
Right.
$500,000
Sure.
than you did before.
So do you think that when they lost the trademark to Klingons, they said, let's back off because if we lose this, we're not going to have...
Right. If we lose this, then everybody under the sun can make
Yeah.
Star Trek
Right.
stuff, and we
Well,
kind of need to let that happen.
There is
and
a
keep that-
caveat. Axonar's not doing it to make money, and they've
Right.
always stated that they're doing it as fan. And even though
Right.
they raised a ton of money, they are not selling it.
Right. This
that's
was
a big
damaging
difference.
the fan base in
Yeah.
a big way.
And it's not like they're saying, "Hey, I'm going to produce my own Star Wars movie. I'm going to show it at the drive-in and charge people."
Right, you can't
ticket
do
price."
that.
You can't do that.
No.
So
Although you can show it at Blue Box if we look the other way.
we can. I don't know what you're talking about.
So did you guys see any of the Fox TV trailers?
I did not. I
No.
think I saw... The only thing I saw was the Uncle Buck one.
I didn't even see that.
Did you guys see that?
Is that from 1987?
No, and
it's
yeah. And you know what? It's fine. Like the cast looks fine and everything. It just doesn't look funny.
Right.
So it's going to be one of those shows that a Lil's going to like. Like
Okay.
Full House.
So with one
Fuller
of
House.
the,
nothing wrong with Full House.
Yes, there is.
with one of the trailers,
But
that-
Everybody wants John Stamos in their life.
Yeah, as they canceled his show,
Grandfathered, yeah, got
grandfathered.
What were you going to say, Edward? Go with
So-
Tell us what you saw.
One of the trailers that they showed was Lethal Weapon, which is pretty much a Punisher TV show, only that he's working with the cops. And the trailer shows that he stops a bank robbery and he kills off 5 armed robbers.
Which
And
one?
then Lethal Weapon.
Oh, the Lethal Weapon one? I didn't
Yeah.
see this. Was it any good?
I really liked it, but it's
So it
probably
looked
not
good?
gonna- No, that
You liked it, but it didn't look good. Did anybody else see it?
No. It's a TV show that's like Punisher. His wife dies while she's pregnant, so he goes into like a...
We know.
That's like
Did you ever
Lethal
see
Weapon.
Lethal
The
Weapon?
movie.
No.
That's the movie.
That's the
Is
movie.
there a crazy Australian?
No.
Does the character say he's getting too old for this in the trailer?
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, it
I'm
does.
out.
I'm going to watch it.
On the
It's
toilet
awesome.
at the same time. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm out.
There was Prison Break. The trailer
Oh,
for that.
really?
Yeah, it's coming back.
I like Prison Break, so... And even when you know what? It's almost like it was really good in the beginning, and then it went off the rails and got wacky. I almost like that it gets wackier and wackier. Let season 4 be nuts. Let's have like season 5 is Prison Break in space. Let's just keep going.
I haven't seen the first Prison Break, but this trailer looked really good. I
Look
might
cool?
watch it. Yeah.
It's got the same cast.
There was a bad trailer that
Wentworth Miller is cool, so
the Exodus. That man, I cannot speak.
the Exodus.
No, the Exodus, the guy who stops demons from taking people.
Exorcist.
That's
The
it.
Exorcist. I'm
Dang it.
like,
I cannot
what are you
read.
talking about?
Exorcist.
It's like
So-
playing.
Yes, The Exorcist is becoming the.
It's like playing bumper stumpers with Edward. He says words, and we all sit there and decipher what it is.
So the Exorcist, it's a really bad trailer of a priest
good.
getting help from a guy who used to be an exorcist, and he's like, "Are you scared? You should be." It's really bad. I
Yeah,
just
it's The
wanna say
Exorcist. Okay, I got it.
that's
So
it.
the series is just going to be them like exercising things.
Yes.
The trailer was
Let's get
just like in
physical.
one house, so it might just be in like
I really hope Richard
run.
Simmons guest stars.
it might
Ooh.
just be one season of they're in one place, the next season they switch to different houses and different demons and stuff like that.
All right. Well, if it gets a second season, let's not hold our breath. What else we got? What else did you see?
24 Legacy.
Is it Jack Bauer?
No.
No,
All right.
it's a story
It's
about
Eddie
a guy
Bauer.
who went to
Eddie Bauer.
I don't know where it was. He went overseas.
Okay.
There's a small 12-man.
He's making
group
pants.
that tries to stop terrorists.
And he's got
He
24
comes-
hours.
He comes back home.
Spoiler.
And then they find out the 12 Marines and the terrorists try to kill them.
All right.
It's interesting.
I like 24.
I probably,
No,
won't-
they
I probably
turned
won't
it
watch
down.
it, but
It's-
it looks cool.
I probably
It's
won't
hard.
watch it.
You can hear it
I
a
like
little bit,
24, and I
it's
didn't. Anybody watch that London version?
Yeah. It's
They
really
did the
good.
relaunch London thing. I don't know. Nobody watched that either. Okay, what else we got? Anything?
I,
Did you guys talk about Preacher?
I got more comic book movie news.
Do it, Alil.
Go.
So Spider-Man, since somebody didn't like Spider-Man out
What?
there,
That guy.
that guy.
That guy.
There's going to be a rumble in the alley after this.
John Watts, the director of Spider-Man: Homecoming,
When you're
tweeted
a
last
dork,
night.
You're a dork. That was
I am
my,
a dork.
Yeah,
but-
see?
When
He
you're,
tweeted last night basically that they got Michael Keaton to sign on as the villain, and he will be playing the Vulture.
Oh, it's official?
No, I thought he was playing the Tinker.
The Tinker is another character that they're going to have
Right.
that is going to make the Vulture suit. So, but Keaton is supposed to be playing the Vulture.
All right.
Is a vulture suit going to steal
I
young
heard that,
guy's
so.
age?
I don't know where they're going with that yet, but
He's
I like the fact that they brought in Keaton.
I do too. Anybody watch Fargo?
Ooh, this is good news.
Ewan McGregor has been cast in the third season
Really?
of Fargo. If you
on.
don't watch Fargo, you are missing out.
And he's playing brothers.
He's playing two roles. One of them is balding and pot-bellied, and the other one is Ewan McGregor. But they're
Oh,
both
excuse me.
Ewan McGregor.
Oh, that's right. I
Okay.
got cast to be the CG of that, the body
Yeah.
type. so-
Of the Ewan McGregor or the pot-belly one?
Pot-belly one, of course.
Yes.
Not Ewan
the
McGregor.
slim trim.
Yeah.
Scottish man. Yep.
So that's good news.
That is
I
good
love
news.
Fargo. So.
Yeah. So it'll be him and
Oh, I don't know who else is in it.
who I can't think of Martin Freeman, right?
Oh, is he in it again?
He's on. No, is he on Fargo? Is he coming back or not?
I don't know.
They didn't use
I
the
thought he
same
was-
cast the second
No? Okay.
season. So Brad Garrett is voicing Krang.
Yep.
Okay.
Raymond.
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, I mean,
be good.
he's done a lot of voice acting. I mean, he was
Right. He'll be good.
he was in a lot of the Pixar movies. I mean,
Right.
so I mean, he's a
He's
good
got a
voice
great,
actor.
distinctive voice.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, he'll be good. Insidious 4 is happening. Edward, don't be scared.
It's
Insidious
greenlit.
4 is happening.
that's 4 too many. 2 and 3 were awful.
Awful.
1 was okay. 1 was
2
okay.
was like a poke in the eye with a pick. It was awful. And 3, I didn't even make it through, but I did like that thing we went to that Edward got scared at.
Oh, yeah, he cried.
Yep. I like that, though. Did you like it? Are you going to see 4? Nope.
Do we watch any horror movies?
No.
All right, that's your answer.
Did you see Numi Rapace is going to star in a movie called Bright? That's
Yeah, I don't
with
know what this is.
Will Smith and Todd Edgerton. They're supposed to be in it, and it's supposed to be. This is the way they described it. It's like End of Watch meets Alien Nation, where orcs and elves do something and kill each other. So I don't know what that means, but
Okay.
as long as Jaden Smith isn't in it, there might be
No.
a chance.
No. That will ensure it doesn't get my money. Let's see. I've only got like a couple more things on here. WB is looking, speaking of DC and their retooling, they love how people are reacting to Harley Quinn, so now they're saying they want to do a spin-off with Harley Quinn, but not a solo spin-off. It's one to launch a female-centric thing where they're going to do the Birds of Prey and they're going to do Batwoman and all that stuff. Good.
I'm good with it.
I'm good with that.
As
Do
long
it
as
right.
it's not Alicia Silverstone.
But you know what? The only
Bring
thing I
back
have a
Yvonne
problem
Craig.
with, the only thing I have a problem with it is the way they're choosing to portray Harley Quinn is if they do the series that way, it is going to come off very sexist.
Right.
And that is going to be really tough for this audience to swallow.
Right.
Am I right? You watch that trailer and it is, and you're like, wait a minute, that's not, yeah. So they've missed, right. And if they do that with this female Birds of Prey thing, they have missed what we really want. They're saying, we want a woman superhero movie that's sexy. We don't want that. We want a superhero movie with women that are tough and that are cool, that are, yeah, that's what we want. Right? Oh, Will's like, no, I
Sure.
don't like it all.
I don't plan on watching it, so that's fine.
All right, I'm going to watch it.
I don't like DC, so
We had some strong opinions earlier.
We got.
I did.
I only have
Amazing.
one more thing. Does anyone have anything else?
I don't have anything else.
No.
This
He's
is one.
sitting at boxer shorts.
I'm trying to find something. I can't find it.
Good. All right.
Good.
Andy Weir
Good.
is developing a movie with Ridley Scott and Fox, the same team that brought us The Martian, which was amazing.
Yes.
Martian was.
But it's Andy Weir who wrote The Martian is writing this and developing something new. I think this is exciting news. Ridley Scott knows how to make a film.
Yes.
you know, as long as it's not with a Fantastic Four in it, Fox knows how to make a film. This is going to be good.
True. I mean, and it will
What
win.
if he's writing the new Fantastic Four? How weird would that be? Ridley Scott and Andy Weir present.
No, they could do it.
That'd
They
be
would probably.
amazing. All of a sudden, we'd be loving it.
Maybe.
Maybe.
It just.
They do not.
Not yet.
You settle down there. Not yet.
It's coming. It's coming.
I think you heard that on our show, so you can't believe anything we said. On the internet? Was
It's
it our
not,
site?
it's not true.
All right.
It's not happening
It's
yet.
not happening yet.
It's marvelous by a little.
But if you
Kenisa.
listen to me,
Marvelous.
I say it's happening. All right, is that it? Did we get everything?
I'm good.
Good, good, good.
Good. Anything else, comic book man?
No, I'm good.
All right, that's it. Thank you for listening to This Week in Geek, everybody. Doctor Who stuff is coming up very shortly.
Yes.
Thank you, Blue Box.
Thank you.